6 pints, this is 36, this is 40. We're going to put 6 pints of boiling water in. Some kits may vary. This is a Woodford's kit. If you've never tried it, I suggest you like bitter. It's very sweet, it's a lovely drink. I think this is my 3rd batch, this one. These tins have already been soaked in hot water, so they pour well. Nothing could be easier. It's always best to pay a little bit more for your kit, because the cheaper ones, well, can tend to be hard work sometimes. Also, there's some good kits out there. Right, I'll get the rest of this later on. There's can 2. See how nice and runny it is because it's been in warm water. Makes it a lot easier. Oh, it smells good as well. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give it a good stir to ensure everything's mixed. Nothing's left unmixed. If you've never done homebrew before, I'll tell you, it's so easy. Once you get the knack. What we'll do when this is mixed up is we'll top it up to the 36, well to the 40 actually, to the 40 pint mark with cold water. There's still bits of the brewing yeast, well not so much the yeast, but the brewing bits are still in there, which we need to get out, which I'll use with the water. It'll actually all come out on the end of it and be nice and finely mixed in here. Check it's round here, mixed up. Lovely. Right. Now's the time. Keep the camera on there, we're just going to top it up to 40 pints. I don't think you'll want to see me pouring 40 pints of water in, so the best thing to do with that is we'll do it by camera magic. Right, so here we are then, we've topped it up now with water. I did say cold water before, but I cheat, I put warmish water in. I can't see the point of putting cold water in to get the beer back up to its own temperature again. I just don't understand that really, so I've always done this and it's never gone wrong for me, it's always been bang on. Right, we're going to add the yeast now. Like I say, we put 40 pints up to the 40 pint mark. Always mark your things out because you know where you're going then. So I'm now going to add the yeast. Sprinkle it in. And it smelled yummy before, but now it really smells yummy. Ooh. Yeah. There we go, the yeast is in. Can we have a pop of a picture over there and have a look at the yeast in there now? It'll all settle in a minute and get going. I'm going to put the lid on, put it in the room next door, keep it at room temperature. Like I say, we have belts on these to keep it to a certain temperature all the time. We'll leave it for about 6 days, then we'll have a look to make sure it's all stopped brewing. You can always tell if there's no bubbles, then it's fine, barrel it, and that's what we'll be doing. In about 6 days time we'll barrel it, and we'll be leaving it in the barrel for around about, to get full flavour, at least a month. 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and then it'll taste absolutely bang on, and we'll show you the quality of the actual pint as well. So that's about it for now. So all we can do is well, put the lid on, stick it away, leave it for 6 days, and hopefully, as if by magic, you'll be seeing the barrel inside. So see you soon. Thank you very much. Right, well the beer's been actually in the fermentation bucket for 7 days, as you can see. Everything's stopped moving down there, no bubbles, just a few drops off the top. So this tells me now that it's ready for barrelling. Just before we barrel it, just let me show you something. This is the sugar we'll be putting in the barrel. It's proper brewing sugar, that's what you're best using. You don't want to start using normal sugar. Always make sure that your beer you're brewing does have sugar, because some obviously don't have sugar. I always put half a little cup in, which is equivalent to about 20 teaspoonfuls. It's plenty enough, that. So, also the cleaning side of it, we've got this that you can actually clean with. It's the sodium. I prefer either the Milton's, which is dead easy, or this other one, which I've not actually tried yet. I should imagine it's just as good. It's from a Morrison's brand, and also plenty of Vaseline, of course, for putting around the seal of the barrel, which is there. I'm using this. It's an old barrel, this one. It's not a bad one. It's not brilliant, but it's just something that works, really. Here's another barrel I've got over here. These are really good barrels, these are a top feed. This is nearly ready for drinking, I would imagine, perhaps another week. I'll give you a review on that one when I open it and start supping it. I must admit, I've had a little taste of it the other week and it was good. So, right, we're going to put the beer into this barrel here. Always make sure everything's sterile, nice and clean. Don't want anything dirty or any old yeast inside. It's got to be absolutely clean. Like I say, they're not the best barrels, these are a bottom feeding barrel. I will leave this in now for about 4 or 5 weeks. So it's no use me showing you me pouring it in. It's nothing more worth boring than watching someone pour 40 pints of beer into a barrel. So I'll just pour it in now and come back to you in a few minutes. Right, I'm putting the sugar in first. Do you know what, I'd be lost without this little cup. Don't worry about any excess going over the top, you can always wipe that off later. So right, I'm going to get the beer now, siphon it out of the bucket, into the barrel. When I'm siphoning it in, I've got about 2 or 3 pints in. I'll just give it a waddle round, make sure all that sugar's mixed up. Right, so here we are now. Obviously we're siphoning it out of the bucket. This has got to be the worst part ever. It seems to take forever. So I've actually put my sugar in now. I've had my sugar. Push the barrel round so it's all mixed ready. Now it's just a case of filling up. Obviously putting a good seal on the top. Don't forget using the Vaseline wherever I've put it. There's there, but there's always a standby there. So it'll take a few minutes to fill this up. And like I say, a good seal on top, tying it up, and then I want to put it back on the heat belt for at least 3-4 days. Then I'm going to take it off the heat belt, I'm going to put it in a cool corner, and then I want to leave it for about 4 or 5 weeks. And then obviously when I pull the first pint off, I'll make sure you're the first to see it. And believe you me, it'll be absolutely bang on. I've never had a bad brew yet. Stick with a good brew, you'll be right. Right, these are some of the brews I've done before. These are all good brews. I keep these sticking them on the barrel. It just makes it look a little bit more professional. The Woodfords is a lovely drink. The Nog Woodfords, I recommend that highly. The Admiral, yes, it's a good one. Just I won't have too many. It's quite a strong beer. That it's not a session beer. Great Western, great beer, good session ale. So these are all good beers, these. This is my little brewing cupboard. Wife doesn't know it's here, you see. So the beer's still pouring in the old barrel there. As you can see, it takes quite a while. I won't bore you to death and let you watch it all fill up. Right, as you can see, the beer's all in the barrel now. That's what's left. And to make sure you give this an absolute good scrubbing out, because you want it ready for your next brew. Okay, it's a bit of warm water in there, it soon comes out. Then I give it a good scrub, get all the scum off, and sterilise it, and it's ready for the next. Right, there it is, the barrel. There's a bit of sun on it here at the minute. And there's the barrel. It's filled up now, 40 pints. The one that's in there is the good old Woodfords. This is my second brew of this one. It's absolutely brilliant drink, this. Absolutely brilliant. Like I say, it's a good session ale. That's in there. Right, I've got plenty of Vaseline around the top seal. Always check your seals are alright as well, because sometimes they can perish and you're going to lose your beer then. But another thing of watching with these, when you're putting them on, obviously, is not over tightening them. Because these washers in here, they tend to split, and then the air gets in and you've got problems. So I'll just tighten that up. That'll do fine. This obviously is for gassing it later on if I run out of the good old air inside. Now, talking of good brews, this one here, Cooper's Aussie. It's a stout, it's like Guinness. Not a session ale. Cheap and good, well worth getting. Brews quite fast as well. Absolutely great drink, but like I say, it's not a session ale. I've been in some states on this. I had about 10-11 pints of it, and I was doing all sorts of crazy things. In fact, I think I've got it on video. I might just chuck it on the end of this and let you just see. You really got to watch what you do with this homebrew, because you can get right out your face quite fast. Right, so this barrel now is going to go. Going to put the belt on it, keep it warm for 2 or 3 days. Put it in a cool place. Leave it to do its thing, and hopefully in a few more, well, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, we'll be pulling a beer off that, and I'll show you the outcome. So I'll speak to you soon. Right, as promised, I did promise you that I'd do a bit of review on this Premium Gold. I've actually just poured that. The light's not very good in here to show you really. Let's get back a bit. Come on, zoom out. There we are. That's been sat for around about 6 weeks now. It's got a lovely head on it. It's a real nice drink. It's the Premium Gold. There we go. I did have a bit of a problem brewing this actually. The kitchen where I keep it, it did get quite a bit hot and it clouded up. I had problems with it clouding up, so I just stuck it somewhere cool. I found a nice big bucket and stuck the barrel in a bucket of cold water, left it outside overnight, let it help settle, because the heat does actually get all the bits off the bottom flying round again. So lovely head on it, lovely and clear that. One of the tricks I use is I put the glass in the freezer, so I've got a nice cool glass to start with. It keeps the beer nice and cool. But like I say, nice head on it. Lovely drink. That head keeps right down to the bottom. If you're a bitter drinker, this is a good beer. Definitely get one. I'm just going to have a slurp.
Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We've got the blues on the run. Sing, boom, tararo. Bring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel for the gang all here. Roll